Hey y'all, welcome to the Clock Tower. I'm Colton, here with Brandon. 5 cards, 5 minutes for RWBY, rares and double rares. We've talked about a few RWBY cards before, once on an earlier Clock Talk and once in a deck tech. We'll link those in the description. Brandon, what's our first card?
First up, we have the James Ironwood. When placed on stage, 2 effects happen. You can discard a character to draw 1. On play, you can discard a card from hand, reveal the top card of your deck, and then salvage based off of the level of the card revealed. Pretty interesting profile, enough to be able to really hand fix as well as get cards you need from Waiting Room.
This is fantastic in 8 standby in particular because it lets you top check, and if it's a standby, you can pitch something to draw into it and immediately play it down. It's that filter, selective filter to a certain extent, right? Depending on what you mill. It's useful at multiple levels of the game, but in particular at the beginning of the game when we're trying to get standby in hand.
That, and you can also discard your standby target.
Next, in green, 500 power, level 0, Lai Ren. It's a clock bomb when this gets reversed. And when it goes to Waiting Room, you can pay 1 to top check 3, put 1 of them into your clock and the rest into Waiting Room, and then salvage. It is basically an on-death Ricky that fixes clock for color. So if you're playing a multicolored RWBY deck and you need to fix for color, this can really help with that, as well as giving you more salvage targets. It feels a little weird because of the mill and the selective clock. Like, it feels awkward, but this is really just a better version of an on-death Ricky on a clock bomb.
Really solid profile to go along with standby build. Next up, we have the 2/1 Cinder. It's a level 3 assist. It also allows you to put one of the Amber Fallen Maidens from Waiting Room into memory directly on play. And as long as you have one of those in there, you're able to select one of your characters and gain 1500 power that way. So a level 3 assist that can additionally assist additional power at the beginning of climax phase because of cards in memory that it can put in there already is a really fantastic assist profile, and especially pairing well with the other Cinder cards.
Yeah, this card is designed for the Cinder engine. That Amber Fall Maiden is a Ricky that is also the memory condition for the level 3 Cinder combo. It needs that in memory in order to give it that extra power. This helps meet that condition, and also when it gets that condition met, it can give that Cinder character an additional 1500 as well as the 2000. So that Cinder is going to be swinging in now with Climax on board at 15.5 for its on reverse combo. If you're running Cinder, you're running this. That Ricky is just generically good on its own, and stuffing that into memory just so that you can grant something an additional 1500 power is useful even if you're not playing the Cinder engine. Next, the level 3 Pyrrha combo. This is probably the most interesting combo in RWBY. It's on standby. When this comes in off of standby being played on field, you can pay 2 and send that standby climax to Waiting Room to stand this, and you can shuffle back X into your opponent's deck from their Waiting Room, X equal to the number of characters you have on board. This is really meant to pair with the RWBY combo that is also on standby at level 3 to try to decompress your opponent so that you can not only stick vanilla swings with this newly stood Pyrrha, but also later on when you drop the RWBY combo that tries to burn 3 and clock kick.
It fulfills a couple different roles immediately. Being able to pump up your entire field 1500 power. You also then shuffle back, typically 5 if you're playing standby, right? Because you're going to have a full field when you go into this turn. Can really decompress your opponent. Last up, we have the Neopolitan. On play, pay 1 to get a climax from Waiting Room and return it to your hand. So being able to salvage your climax right away. It also has, when you place it on stage, you can discard a character to put 2 characters from your opponent's Waiting Room onto positions of their stage that are open.
Yeah, this pairs really well with both the Cinder and the RWBY combos because the RWBY combo needs something it can clock kick, and the Cinder requires a reverse in order to get its burns. It's not a difficult card to fit into most RWBY builds, and it's useful for 2 of the more popular top ends. And that's it. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back on Tuesday. Brandon will have a deck tech. He will be building the Green Villains deck from Batman Ninja as a stretch goal from the charity livestream. We'll have gameplay for that versus RWBY a week from today. The following Tuesday, we'll have our Rumble recap, and in 2 weeks, we'll be back with uncommons, commons, and trial deck cards for RWBY. Until next time, thank you for joining us. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and have a good one.
We'll see you then.